Alright guys, hey, how's it going? Welcome to Loreytime with Drindin. Appreciate you guys being here. Tober was kind enough to send me a deep ring, which I've been searching for I think the last 2 levels. So thanks to Tober, appreciate that. Yeah, so now I got the 2-hand weapon damage plus riposte. Looking forward to that. I tend to use 2-handed weapons most of the time on this guy. Throw that in there. Gotta clean out my inventory a little bit. Tonight we are going to just do some solo questing. Probably do a playthrough, not the whole thing, but the Embers Odyssey, the first section of that quest. That includes a little bit of lore, so we can do that, and we're also going to talk about some NPC lore. I hope Brennan is around, because she was hoping to hear about these NPCs. So, I will we'll get started here shortly after I sell some of this stuff off. What are you? Oh, awesome. Brennan is here. Gosh, you know, I feel bad. I get all these books and I don't use them. I should ask you guys next time before I sell them. Alright, just someone in chat looking to find the stream, so I wanted to get that out of the way. Your game isn't streaming, just your mic. Can hear you, but... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to do that. Oh, yeah, and I also forgot to do that. Sorry, guys. Okay. Getting back into it. Okay, so Brennan had a question about, before I leave town, I'll go to this NPC. She wanted to know about a few NPCs in the game. Thank you, yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. I do dumb stuff like that sometimes. Let's be honest, most times. I'm pretty sure every stream I have something going on. So this is Gelwin Bolswithel. And he is a philosopher in the academy. So whenever you see the title philosopher, they're from the academy here in town. The academy's right there. The academy is a group of scholars whose main pursuit is to unlock the secrets of Ember and the magic you can use with Ember. And just understanding the different Ember anomalies throughout the world, such as this guy right here. They built the city pylon. It's kind of like an Ember monolith, except for it was built by New Haveners, which all the other monoliths were not built by New Haveners. But they did figure out how they worked, and so they were able to build the ley pylon. We can talk a little bit about how those work if you guys want before we... Brennan has a crush on... Oh yeah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, he's a good looking fella, isn't he? Yep. So, he is the brother to what's her name in Grizzled Peaks, Celeste Boswithel, Bolswithel. Is it Celeste? I think it's Celeste. Let me look real quick. Yeah, Celeste and Gelwyn. They are related because they're brother and sister. But what you might not know is that they were friends with Nia growing up, who is also in Grizzled Peaks. Nia was childhood friends with Celeste and Gelwyn. Gelwyn is younger than Celeste. Now, it's interesting because you'll note that Celeste is part of the Circle and Gelwyn is part of the Academy. And those are two kind of polar opposite factions. The Circle's main goal is to basically help everyone to be in harmony with the environment, the surrounding environment, not just like the nature, but like all the peoples, all like the creatures, the whole ecosystem. Whereas, you know, the philosophers are like, we just want to know what this ember stuff is. So they grew up with Nia. Nia became part of the academy, and Gelwyn followed her because, spoiler, well, it's not really a spoiler, you wouldn't find out otherwise. He's in love with Nia. Nia doesn't really know. I mean, she might have picked up on a few things here and there, but like he's always kind of looked up to her and is kind of secretly in love with her, has a crush on her. At least that's what was in my mind as I was creating the characters. So ultimately, the three of them kind of grew up together. He was the annoying little brother, but yeah, those days are past. They're all good friends, and he misses Nia because Nia's stuck in Grizzled Peaks until further notice. And yeah, I don't know how Nia feels about him. So I think obviously probably kind of the currently sees him as the like a brother type of situation. But they've both got their priorities. So yeah, back to the pylon. The pylon, the way that the ember monoliths work is they were grown with powerful ember sources, and their root system, those trees' root systems kind of connect all through the world, and they're really powerful along the ley lines throughout the world. There are like stronger, think of them like fissures or cracks or like weak joints in the world that Ember is kind of coming through more strongly at, and they found a way to track those, and it turns out that the Ember monoliths are on like convergences of those ley lines, and also their root systems connect. So you'll see nails, and I think you can see nails in this as well. Yeah, there are nails in this model as well. But you'll see nails in the trunks of the Ember monoliths, and you can think of the nails as kind of like acupuncture almost. They close off certain connections and only make sure that certain channels are open, so that travel can be used through them. So basically, Ember being kind of the source of life, can actually, like, it was a pretty dangerous experiment at first when the Vahuraman discovered that they could travel across the world through, like, basically root systems and ember, powerful, like, ember pathways. But basically you like revert back into ember, which is the source of life, and then you corporealize, if you could say it that way. You recorporealize at your destination. We do have some models we haven't put into the game yet of what happens when there were some original failures when they were first testing. And I believe there's some lore in that in the Eye in the Sky quest that talks about that, I think. So, yeah. Let me check the comments quick. I haven't looked. Yeah, rematerialize. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Good info. No, dang it. Brennan is sad to find that Gelwyn is in love with another. Need to find someone else for Bren then. She could stand to be with someone more wily and adventurous anyway. The worst friend zone. I see you as a brother. Yeah, Nick, that's right. Nia secretly left him in town. He has horrific dental issues. Okay, that's funny. Probably lots of transporter accidents, half in the ground and one. Yeah, you know. Yeah, let's go with recorporealize. Rematerialize is good too. Yeah. Oh, yes. Nick says if you, after the Eye in the Sky quest, if you go and read the books in the Academy, it talks about that. Recorporealize, yeah. You brought it up too that maybe there are some cool models for future Darklands. Yeah, when there's time. Yeah, we have some cool models that we haven't put in the game yet. I'm just not quite sure if they're all fully, what's the word? Animated. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm just not sure if they're all fully animated. So we may have some work to do on some of them still. But yeah. It is, yeah, good times. We still have some places to explore, you know, that we want to get to. So today I'm going to be running into some of the Ember Drifts while we talk and going on the solo sides and just starting off this Embers Odyssey quest, because I've been meaning to do it, and it seems like an appropriate thing to do while we talk about some lore, because there's some lore in there. Brennan, did I answer all your questions about those 3 NPCs? Do you have any other questions before I move on to something else? Yeah, it's pretty lore heavy. Yeah, so that's kind of where I was going to go next. We can talk about Osric. Osric's Rest is named that because obviously we found some lore about Osric. The Drifters have found lore about Osric. they've recognized that he used the escape tunnel to escape some horrific event, and they've recognized that he absolutely, that was his final resting place. So it's a sad tale. Basically, when the gargantuan creatures, there was an enmity that developed between the Verhumen and some very large creatures that had basically evolved and grown really giant with the effects of Ember all around them, and basically everyone had to retreat back south to where the old wall is. Now the old wall is there, basically built with the ruins of their previous I guess structures that they built before they were good at Ember. So that's not the solo side. I don't think that's the solo side because I see 2 shivs. So I'm going to go to the other side because I believe this quest is all on the solo sides. That's an interesting thought, Nick. I never had that thought before. He kind of died. My thought was that he died outside of Osric's Rest, and the first Stonecoats were ones that were trapped underneath, like still in the tunnels of Osric's Rest. But the way that the Stonecoats were formed was it was humans who were trapped underground with large quantities of Ember with stone. Is this a jump puzzle? Is this a dead end? Can't tell. I should just have my... Yeah. Not a jump puzzle. Probably shouldn't have this skill out right now. Doesn't do any damage. Oops. Okay. So yeah, so they were all basically they were trapped with too much Ember and melded with the stone around them. Basically, they were transformed into Stonecoats. So the first Stonecoats were also like miners, and that would have been why they now still focus on... Basically, they revert to like muscle memory. They're a bit like golems. They do what they're used to have been doing. So you can imagine a group of miners that were underground, and maybe they were even building Osric's Rest or like the escape tunnels from... Because at that point in history, everyone kind of knew that there was danger because of the kind of like... The only way to really explain it is enmity that developed between, the Verhumen were killing these gargantuans with powerful Ember, and just to kind of keep themselves safe, they were kind of terrified of them. And there it is. All right, we're gonna pause that discussion. We're gonna read Tom's journal real quick, or Tom's journal. Day 1, a cold gray day greeted me as I stepped out beyond the old wall into the northern wilds. and my journey truly began. My mission is simple, yet daunting. I'm to seek out these strange ember drifts and investigate the caves they lead to. Some philosophers are calling them ember veins, and reports from the drifters are full of strange tales of creatures that die and live again, rocks that glow with lightning, poisonous air, and all manners of other strange phenomena. I'm to document what I find to give us a fuller picture of the nature of these veins. Day 4. I found an ember drift surrounded by chattering grub bats. They seemed excited by its presence, and I was forced to fight my way through them to reach the drift myself. Upon stepping onto the center of the floating rocks, I was surrounded by swirling darkness. Moments later, I found myself standing in this cave, lit only by the soft glow of an ember ring. The darkness of these tunnels feels unnatural. It is more than just the absence of light, but rather a malevolent inverse. I must journey forward to make my report, but it seems folly to be a watcher in this darkness. I got into a scrap with the resident bats. I think it's high time I make my way out and seek other veins. I can hear them gathering for another attack. Very cool. Fun fact, I did not write this quest. This one was written by Wade. So while I did test it, I don't know that I read it carefully when I was testing it, other than to just get like spelling errors and stuff. So this will be a bit of a new experience for me. Is this the right way? Am I going the right way? Yeah, there's the jump there. Okay. There's the ember ring. That'd be great. Yeah, I'd love to get Wade on here as a special guest. Lore from the Darklands talks about the miners and also the first Ember quest when we had Archie has that text in it. Really missed that lore. Put it back in. Okay, yeah. I might be able to get that lore back in, but I'm just not sure how to do it yet. I would like to put it back in. There's already so many quests in the first zone. It's hard to put more content in there. Okay, so yeah, back to Osric's Rest. Osric was kind of put in charge, so you can think of him as a nobleman, yeah. He could use Ember, but he wasn't like proficient. Like most people could use Ember stones in some amount, but the mages were the ones who were like gifted with it and like extremely powerful at channeling it. And they were highly revered in society too, because to become a mage you had to like basically people had to be able to trust you. So it wasn't just like, are you good at this? It was like, are you good at this, and can the community trust you? There are certain bars you had to meet to get in to the like to be a pupil of Ibax. Gosh, I wish I remembered the other mage that was like high up with Ibax. There's another city like Ibaxis named after him, and I think there's some communications somewhere in the game that mention that city, but I can't quite remember if that's just something that I wrote and didn't put into the game, or if it's in the game. So yeah, Osric was basically put in charge of Firik Veltnir, which was the first home on the shore, the first home on the water. after people like moved on to I guess you could say Abaxis and some of the other cities made with, because the first home in the water was not made with Ember. It was made with sweat and blood and tears and hard work. So it was still a highly popular spot. It was basically where Ibax would go to vacation. He loved the lake there. He loved the observatories that were there that he built. I think I'll go this way. I'm looking for the other ember vein here. Yeah, it's not in the game yet, Brennan. It's not quite in there. Yeah, you won't find it until we put another zone in. So there's more to go in that direction as well. Yeah, it might be in those books in the academy. I should have stopped at the Hallow and looked. It's probably out this way. There it is. I see it. So yeah, there is another city similar to Abaxis that that we have not put in the game yet. No name. Okay. Well, it has a name. It's named after another mage that was like a good friend of Ibax. I might have it written down in the lore here. Let me take a look. Oh, hello. Interesting. Give me a second, folks. Sorry. Yeah, I don't mention it in this document. I'll have to find it. It's not readily available. I know I have it written down somewhere. Okay. All right. This side is the solo side, right? Yeah. I gotta remember where that book is. I don't remember where it is, so you might see me wandering around a bit. It's like actually doing a quest for real, because I don't know the location. I'm trying to get a comfortable. Sometimes when I run around in the caves, I get a little bit motion sick. I don't know if you guys know this, but I get motion sickness. Oh, there's no book in the Torchbug Tunnels? Oh, well, I'm glad you mentioned that. One of the mages was Zev. Of the Omandu tribe, yeah. So where would the other one be? Let's see. Let me look at my log. Search Ember Veins. Noxious Bog and Derelict Sanctuary. Those are both in Meadowlands, aren't they? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Well, that was a bit of a waste of time. Are those both in Meadowlands? Yeah, that's what I figured. Fastest character in the game. The Myers, okay. Oh cool, we'll get to see some Myers tonight then. I also need to sneak into the Undercroft and look for a quest in there too. So yeah, Osric was a nobleman. He was in charge of the first home by the water, which is Dryfoot Fortress. For those of you who don't know, before the Great War, or whatever we're calling it. I don't remember if I have a name for that yet. I think the others have a name for when they were transformed. Yeah, and Osric had a family. Wife and kids. For sure one kid. We don't know. I don't think we know if he had more. I think it just mentions one. We're going to just say his wife was pregnant too, because that makes it even more sad. But yeah, he was well loved by all the people that still lived there. It was a beautiful place. The water slowly all drained out and it became a dry wasteland, the Dryfoot Fallows. A fallow is something that was once lush but has lost. Think of like the Dust Bowl, or like, you know, basically lands that have gone fallow that were once able to be farmed. So that's why they're called the Dryfoot Fallows and not just like Dryfoot Foothills or something like that. The Dryfoot Desert. Nice. Dark Sun. Alright, so we're looking for the Meyer EV and the... What's... Oh yeah, the frogs, that's right. That would be by the river. Is the Meyer EV closer to this zone line? Does anyone know? I can't remember. Oh, the Myers are up on this hill over here, aren't they? Like right over here. Go this way. Look for him. I love this run into the Meadowlands. Oh, is it north up over there? What's the EV that can pop up over here, isn't there? Or is that just ruptures? I'm thinking of ruptures, aren't I? Well, we might as well hit these guys first. And while we're here... When downward spiral leads to stone bottom, surround yourself with pillars of support. If you find yourself in the center of such arcs, dig deep under the gaze of the eye. Right. Yes, take your time. Suppose I could turn that on, huh? Don't eat me, Mr. Turtle. Gosh, those are the coolest mobs. I mean, there are a lot of cool mobs in our game, but the Ridgebacks are one of my favorites. The roving Ridgeback. No, there they go. At it again. Is he still chasing me? Ooh, there's Rockhide. Too bad well, I don't think I could take him. Oh, are they really? The northern ones? What do you mean? The Myers? $30 plus? I don't remember that. While we're close, let's just check it out anyway. Oh yeah, the Ridgebacks. Yeah, they're scary. They're scary. Do people in their 30s ever go and fight them? Yeah, that's right. Not the Myers. Oh, really? Yeah. All right. All right. Should we play the hot cold game? Does anyone know where the book is? Don't tell me right away. I just, yeah. If it's taken me too long, maybe. Boy, this would be a good place to solo if these guys aren't... Are these guys not social? It's hard to tell what way they're looking, you know? Yeah, maybe we should put something more on the Ridgebacks to give people an incentive to go back and fight them. Am I just getting one? I think I might just get one. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, just one Ember Essence per kill, which is fine. Do they really? Okay. They have a cave rat. You guys excited for the hunt for Gollum? Nice. Tober has a secret. The what? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Brennan. Oh, I forgot that was an AoE. Well, I might as well do this. Gosh, I forget too. Brennan, excited for... Yeah, I'm not sure. What was I saying? Excited for this chest. Just gotta keep an eye out for that book, don't I? You know what? I didn't look it back in this last room here. Could be anywhere. Gotta keep our eyes peeled. How far can I get with these guys before they attack me? I'll try going up here. Not very far, apparently. Okay. Check up here. We'll go back. I'll look that way. That's fine. I'm gonna have to fight these guys, aren't I? Okay. I was probably going to talk about stuff coming up in the next patch. That's probably what it was. I'm fighting Myers. Haha, found it. Alright. Ranger Tom's Journal. Derelict Sanctuary. Day 14. Once again, I find myself opening a fresh journal. Having dropped my last one, trying to escape the toxic fumes of the tunnels while harried by frenzied frogs. It was such a disorienting experience, I had to take several days to recover, but I did so. My journey continues, and I have a new destination. Another drift has appeared here in the Meadowlands, and I must see what new discoveries it holds for me. What a strange place this Ember Vein is. On day 17, that is. Brimming with bubbling, oozing mires. It feels altogether alien, and yet I have found some old ruins here. The ruins are quite quiet but crumbling, a derelict sanctuary. How many years have spanned this collapse? The ruins seem very much like those that dot the land around New Haven, so it stands to reason that they were built by the same hands. Did those others know secrets of the veins that I now seek? Did they build within the veins, or did the veins somehow engulf their works? The search for answers drives me ever forward. I must know. Actually, here's a bit of lore that might not be in the games. The Vehuramen mined Ember, and these Ember veins that have these runes like this were some of their mines. So they built passageways and and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they were nervous about collapsing tunnels or whatnot, but yeah, they built runes in some of the ember veins because those are the ones that they were mining. Mining ember, I mean like ember stones, of course. And it kind of mentions that in the Vihuraman quest, the one where you get to meet the others. They talk about putting the ember back, basically back from where it came from. And what they mean by that is like put it back underground. Bring it back into the place where it came from. Yeah, they're basically mining operations. Crush on Connor in the Grizzled Peaks. Nah, Connor sucks. He's a mama's boy. Homeboy needs to go visit his dang family. Yeah, they shored up the mines of the EVs, yeah. I mean, being unstable as they are, you know, you never know what can happen. Oh, yeah, I forgot there were enemies around here. Are these ones both coming after me? No, just this guy. I wonder if I could kite this guy and kill him with kunai. He probably regens faster than that, doesn't he? They're just such slow little guys, aren't they? Is everyone aware that the Ashen are like form of undead? Does everyone kind of get that? That's a criticism we get sometimes, that we don't have any undead. But to that I say, have you not seen the Ashen? Alright. No. This. That's what I'm looking for. Gosh, I might take Provoke. Well, I don't know. What do you guys... You who play marshals, what do you usually keep on your bar when you're soloing? Do you keep Concussive Strike on there to help with any interrupts? I mean, a lot of the one-chefs don't really do much healing. That's good. Worse though, the essence sippers, drinkers used to be regular mobs. Yeah. There's Mortimer. He's such a friendly man. Yeah, it's a great ability. I really love Provoke because you can also do damage if you kick on your Ember Essence. A significant amount of damage too, not just a little bit. I don't know what Concussive Strike does for Ember. I haven't even looked at that. Applies days. So here it does for 4 seconds. And here it slows them. No, that's execution time. You can have 10 hostile targets? Holy crap. And 10 seconds. Alright, does this boat lead somewhere? Oh, nice. Alright, we made it across the river. Let's go find this other ember vein. Am I going to have trouble finding this book in the toxic fog? Oh. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know why I don't have that on my bar. I mean, marshals have so many good skills, it's hard to decide. Yeah, maybe I'll... Ah, jeez, I don't know. I need to watch where I'm going. I almost... Quillbane almost killed me. Gotcha. Okay. Well, hopefully it isn't too hard to find. Gotcha. It's got to be pretty good with alchemy though, right? Oh dang. Gives you all kinds of resists for 24 seconds. That's awesome. Alright, where be the Ember Vein? Yeah, that's a good point. Pursuit probably wouldn't really give you too much. I wonder if I could take one of these dire guys. No, probably not. What are they, like 18? 20? I've never... Oh, that's just a raider. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. The raiders. That's true. Yeah, Halt really never comes off the bar. It's too good. Let me know if you guys see lightning. Last time, last Thursday, Adric and I went into the this Ember Vein looking for Glenn, trying to get that sweet breastplate. I don't think so. It was like right up there last time, but I don't see any lightning crackling. Do I cross the river or do I stay on this side? I know it can pop up here. Let me just run down a little bit before I make my decision. don't see it. I think I'm gonna cross the river. There, now I get a little extra speed. Yeah, the axe-guard croc. Okay. It doesn't pop up on the island, does it? For some reason I feel like I remember it could pop up on the island. What are you doing, Mr. Frog? You just keep a distance, man. You stay there, I'll stay here. Okay, we're gonna bail. We're gonna swim. Oh, meet the croc, yeah. Axe-guard croc. I usually see him across the river on that side when I see him. Oh, I see some ember radiation going on here. Might have found it. Unless it's a rupture. Hopefully not. Now this could be the Spinner's Recluse too, right? Oh no, that's just a rupture. That is not what we're looking for. If all else fails, there's a hallow, I think, in this direction. We can go and look there. Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. There she blows. Okay. Let's hope the gas doesn't kill me. The wrong way. I don't know that I've gone into this side very much. So we will see. Ooh, there's an essence drinker already. Okay. There's a poison river frog, and he is a placeholder, so we're definitely gonna kill him. And we're gonna kill him because we just like Ember Essence. Do we still just get the one Ember Essence point? Ugh. Yeah, just the one. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. A shaded toad. Why? There we go. Oops. Accidentally sent a tell. Thanks, Brennan. Good night. Okay. Oh, this guy's kind of miniature, isn't he? Normally, aren't they bigger? Book there. A book in the barrels. Oof. May the power of dark alchemy be with you always. Let's hope not. Those necromancers. I'm not even gonna look down there. I just don't believe it's gonna be in the fog. Okay. The problem with hitting T for torch is that I always hit R first, which means I'm sending someone a tell by accident. Night, Brennan. Thanks for hanging out for a while. It's always a pleasure. And thanks for agreeing to do the stream next week for the patch notes. Yeah, if I accidentally send you a tell in game that says T, that's just me trying to open my torch. Alright, book. Where are you at? Maybe it's in this chest. Kinda doubt it. Ooh, what do we have here? Poppy Pummeler. Sweet. That's a pretty good weapon. Alright. Gotta kill the essence drinkers, right? You can't just leave them. All right. Where are you, book? Oh, someone doesn't like me. Let's fight over here. No hints. Ooh, hypno. I'll work our way over there. Need to get rid of a few things. Gotcha. I'll keep my eye out. Thanks, Nick. He must have resisted the halt. Okay, what do we got here? Confuse resist. Nice. found it. Alright, so I don't see a fallen door here, Nick. It's in the room with Hypno, anyway. I just killed Hypno. Day 9. After the scrap with the bats tore a hole in my bag, which resulted in me losing much of the contents, including my original journal. I thought my journey would go undocumented, if not wholly unfinished. However, I managed to exit the darkness and return to Northreach. After a brief stop at Raven's Rock, I made my way to Brook Hollow. I was able to procure new supplies and journals to continue my expedition. I've located an Ember Drift here, but after observing it from a distance for a while, it suddenly crumbled out of existence, like a fire doused by a hard rain. I will watch to see if it returns. Day 10. The drift returned eventually, erupting like a freshly lit candle, sparking to life. It caused quite a frenzy amongst the nearby frog population, and I had to put several of them down to approach the drift itself. Once again, I find myself in a strange cave lit by the glow of ember and my trusty torch. This vein lacks the encroaching darkness of the last one, but it has a horrid stench, as of some noxious bog left fetid by decay. The bile rises in my throat, and my head feels light from the smell. I will try to be quick about my exploration here. The air itself feels dangerous. Yeah. Do you need a screenshot, Nick? You can go back for a screenshot if you need it. Yeah, I don't see a door here or here. But it's right after the room with that kind of switchback with the cave wall that's open. I'm gonna keep going around, see if I come to the end of the loop. Gotta get him. Gotcha. So if you come out of the Ember Ring room, and instead of going the way I went, straight through, if you take an immediate right, you'll get there quicker. Cool. There's one thing about the Ember Drifts that nobody knows yet, and it's quite exciting, but I can't tell you. I would love to tell you, but if I did that, I'd have to kill you, and nobody wants that. Oh, this is on the island, isn't it? I'm not sure I want to go that way. Well, maybe I will, just to cross the river. Just keep an eye out for river frogs. There's this placeholder. I could probably take a Tushev placeholder. I'm going to pull him somewhere where I can feel safe. Maybe right here. Take one for the team, get the placeholder killed, maybe we'll get the named to spawn. What's the named mob that spawns on the island? Can't recall. Oh no. Thought I was safe here. Whew. River Warden, that's right. Well, hopefully he spawns now. Alright. So that's the boat over there. I want to go across this way. I'm so grateful that frog didn't attack me. What? This takes me back over here? No, wait. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the river. Okay. Guess we're jumping in. I thought that it would take me across all the way. I guess that's the dock up on the north part of the island that takes you across again. Having explored several ember veins, I've discovered a trail of writings left behind by Ranger Tom. While there are many more lands yet to explore, Ranger Captain Sandar at the Rangers Guild in New Haven City might want to see what I've found so far. I should visit him. Oh, probably right here I can get out. Any other lore questions tonight? I think once I get this turned in, I'll probably wrap up for the evening. A little bit of a shorter stream, but actually who knows by the time I get there. It might be 10 o'clock. Until we realize the real reward is the friends we made along the way. As long as I don't make that friend right there. He's too big of a friend. Is that the path right there? Yeah, I think it is. I was going in the wrong direction. Oh, missed it. It's so nice we can go from Emberfly to Emberfly, because they're easy to see in the dark. Get our speed bonus. Probably quicker to go on the path at this point. Wonder if I should hop into maybe I'll hop into the Discord channel. Oh, those guys are doing their programmer meeting. Hello, friends. Goodbye, friends. Our friendly neighborhood watchers just watching over us. Make sure we don't get kidnapped. Some of the best music in the game in this zone. It's a pleasant night with a little bit of rain going through Meadowlands. I know I could have just used the monolith, but kind of felt like doing a little bit of a run in the wild tonight. One brave guard coming out from New Haven to check on the Brook Hollow folks. So have people pretty much gotten the hang of our new challenge over here? The blind bear? My eyes are getting dry. Sorry, young stag. Gotta use you for my speed boost. How did the raids go tonight? Did you guys do some raiding? I really am enjoying the new weather system. I know we've had a patch or two since then, but it really puts a special touch on things. Hey, how did you guys like the Seek and Find event? It was longer than the other events. The other events are a little bit quicker, but the Seek and Destroy ones, you know, I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, feedback is welcome. Got somebody a winter wool belt. Nice. So you're doing, was that the Grizzled Peaks ones then you were doing? Is that fairly rare then also? Hot Gold was fun. How about the number of bosses? Should they go down? Yeah. Any news of Ranger Tom? I found some of his journals. It seems he was making good on his mission. You did? That is excellent news. Let me see what you found. The ranger flips quickly through the battered and dirtied tomes you recovered. So, he did make it to the veins, and onwards towards more. This is good news, but it's hardly the whole story. Keep searching for other ember veins. Maybe there's more of these journals left along his trail. I'll bring back anything I find. Okay. I must not have space in my bag. Get rid of that tongue. Okay. $15 armor to 10 armor? No, thank you. Although they are good. Physical damage. Oh, those have physical damage resist too. Okay. It's quite the hit to AC. I'm not going to do that. Although it does have stam regen, which is nice. Stamina regen's always nice, but this one isn't quite as good as the Brook Holland necklace. Well, I am not sure. And the stamina regen on this is crazy. I'm just going to go with the Tracker's Tunic. Can I not confirm? Am I doing? Oh, I need more than one spot. I get it. There we go. Cool. Alright guys, we're here at the Violet Terrace. Seems like a perfectly good spot to end an adventure for the evening. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed the lore. And we will talk to you again next time. We'll be around Thursday with Adric, and then see you again next week. We'll have Brennan on with us to go over the patch notes. And if I've stuck my foot in my mouth and it's 2 weeks from now, please forgive me. But I'll double check that. So